Oh, she's awake. April!
Good morning, Ben Bondu.
Greetings of the new day to you, April. Did you sleep well in the spirit dig?
Did I sleep well? Aside from the voices, the apparitions, the sharp rocks poking me in the back, and the moist moss mattress? No, not really.
So you were visited by the spirits?
I guess. When you told me last night that I would be, I didn't believe you. I thought it was just a manner of speaking, like saying, "Don't let the bedbugs bite."
Our ancestors are close to us at all times. Once in a while, they speak to those who have been chosen to spend a night in the spirit dig. That they spoke to you is a great honor. April, a great honor.
Right now, I'd be happy to exchange all the honor in the world for one decent night's sleep.
Oh, dear me. You are very funny, April. If all humans are as funny as you, your cities must be filled with laughter. The Elder wishes to speak with you again. And I must sing now, down in the tunnels. It was decided this morning that I was finally ready to join the diggers.
I'm happy for you, Ben Bondu.
Thank you. May the balance provide you on your journey, April. You will be in my heart always.
And you will be in mine, Ben Bondu, always.
You will come back when your journey is over.
I'll try. Goodbye.
Oh my. I cannot stand farewells. But farewell.
Ashes. It's the Elder Bondu.
So, you are awake? Did you sleep well?
As well as can be expected, I guess. Does the word Buckbar mean anything to you?
Akbar, where did you hear this word?
The spirits told me that I'd had a Buckbar.
So, the spirit spoke to you openly? You are lucky, human. Some who enter the spirit dig never come out again, and some spend the night but hear nothing. But to you, the spirits spoke. A Bakbar is a vision of yourself that speaks the truth in two ways. One is the dark truth. This is how you see yourself when you are not sure of yourself or angry with yourself. The other truth is the very opposite of the first. This is how you must see yourself to be happy. But the spirits remind us that both are important, that you cannot love yourself without first seeing your flaws.
The people I saw, were they really there?
The spirits use masks to convey their messages, and they speak in voices from the past or the present that carry great weight with you. The messengers are never the same, nor the message. But you must take care to hear and heed their words.
I was told that my name among the Banda would be April Bondu Mbata.
She among the little ones who seeks and finds. So, you are the one we sing of, the human who would come to aid us and to save our world, and who will then tear it apart. You bring tidings both happy and sad to the Banda, April Bandu Mbata, both hope and despair. This world will never be the same again once you have passed through it. But we are grateful, and I'm proud to have met you and to give you what you came for.
It was just luck that brought me here. I didn't come for anything in specific.
Yes, you did. This is what you came for.
What is it?
This is the stone given to us by the fathers to keep safe until this day. It has been with us for so long.
Oh, it's a piece of the disc!
Then you know it. You came for the stone even though you didn't know it until now?
I guess I did. Thanks.
Now, you must continue your journey, April Bandu Mbata. Remember that this is your tribe now, and so you are welcome at our fires and in our digs whenever you come this way again.
I'm honored. Thank you.
May there always be soil between your toes, April Bandu Mbata.
And between yours, Elder. Goodbye. It's a piece of the stone disc I got from the Banda people. He's sleeping. It's the entrance to the spirit dig. I can't return to Mercuria until I've made the evil alchemist release the wind. I gotta look forward, not backward. Great. I'm starting to sound like a 10-step program on positive living. I shouldn't leave without waking Crow. Poor thing. He'll probably freak out if I'm gone when he wakes up. Wake up!
Huh? Turn off the big light, Mommy.
It's called the sun, Crow. Welcome to the world of the living.
Oh. I was having this weird dream about a big-ass turkey wearing a pair of red shoes, and you were there, and he was there, and maybe it wasn't a dream after all.
I think it's safe to say that you need therapy, and we need to leave right now.
We do? We do! Let's go get 'em! Who are we getting again?
Some evil alchemist out to rule the world with his powerful and destructive magic.
Yes! Exactly! I'll keep an eye out for other potential threats then, shall I? Like, marauding mice?
You do that, Crow.
Thank you.
Mosquitoes everywhere. I hope one of those clouds doesn't get a whiff of me in charge. The last thing I need now is malaria. Swamp water. There are things moving down there. Big things. Swamp water. There's an ordeal I'd prefer not to go through again. Did I drop something? It feels like I dropped something. Whatever it was, one of those things probably ate it. They look like dark purple tulips with a satin texture. Pretty, but a little too gothic for my taste. It's like, where's the funeral? They feel very soft to the touch and soothing like skin moisturizer. I'll bring a few in case my hands get dry. Never hurts to be prepared for a dry skin emergency. That must be Roper Klacks' castle. The whole gravity-defying bit kind of gives it away. I wonder if that's like the Arcadian equivalent of an RV. I mean, I wouldn't think relocation is a big problem. Those berries look ripe and juicy, but my mom taught me never to judge a book by its cover. They're probably poisonous and almost certainly fattening. Nice stonework, but not particularly realistic. Strange texture. My fingers feel tingly. Oh my god! What are you? I don't understand what you're saying. Can you try to open your mouth a bit? Impossible? Okay. Okay, there's gotta be some way to help you talk. By the way, can you help me get up there? Into the castle?
I
don't know any magic, sorry. But I'll try to find a way to soften you up. That doesn't work. The stone surface is too coarse and the petals aren't moist enough by themselves. I think I need to mix them with something to make it easier to apply. Nuh-uh, that marshy ground between me and the berries looks treacherous. I'll probably get stuck and drown.
It's chilly out here. You should really be wearing a sweater, doll. You don't want to catch a cold, not with the fate of the known cosmos on your shoulders.
I'm fine, thanks, Crow. What's going on with you?
Keeping my eyes open, you know, floating on the warm winds, doing that whole Hawkeye shtick. I'm getting pretty good at it, too. I spotted you from at least 100 yards away.
Impressive.
Yep. They don't call me the Lord of the Winds for nothing.
Do they really call you that?
No, but soon, by the balance, they will. Now, what can I do for you, sweetheart?
Nope, the marshland's too dangerous to be wandering around in. Crow, I need you to fly over there and get some of those berries for me. And Crow,
Yes, ma'am.
don't eat the berries.
No, ma'am.
Thanks, Crow.
You got it. I'm gonna go back up there and work on my eyesight. I ain't stopping until I can spot those cute chicks from miles and miles away.
It's some sticky, mushy moisturizing cream I made from the berries and the flour. There. You feel better?
Softer. Yes.
Unfortunately, I don't think the salve will be effective for very long. I'm April, by the way.
Lorhan, I'm a sailor, and you've got to help me get out of here. I don't think I can stand it much longer.
What happened to you?
That blasted alchemist cast a spell on me, turned me to solid rock. Then he put me here to be gatekeeper and anchor for his blasted castle that was near 6 full moons past now.
You've been here for half a year?
Curse the balance. When you say it like that, it is an age. My wife is sure to have taken someone else's bed by now. Blasted magic. The Vanguard were right.
What do you mean the Vanguard were right?
That we've been at the mercy of the balance for too long. It's time to make some changes. Put the control back into the hands of the people.
How would that have helped you?
Well, for one, there wouldn't be any rogue magicians like this Roper Klacks running about causing trouble. Do you not agree?
I'm not about to argue politics with you right now, Lorhan. I'm in a hurry.
Who's arguing? And blasted be my rocky hide. Get me out of here.
How can I help you?
It ain't just me, April. There are dozens of men up there. Servants and sailors and merchants and soldiers, all sent here by their masters to deal with Roper Klacks. Ha! Cursed be the balance. We've all been turned to stone, and our souls trapped in a crystal that the madman keeps in his tower. He draws power from that, power that shouldn't be his by right. But this blasted problem of the balance has upset the natural order of things. If the Vanguard were in control, this would never have happened. Things would be like they used to be a long time ago.
Everything was good then?
Oh, sure, there were problems, but this rift, it ain't natural. Science and magic belong together in the hands of the people, not to some naked guardian fellow on a tower somewhere far away.
Listen, we've got more important things to think about, like how I'm going to get inside the mountain, beat this Klacks guy, and free your soul.
Yeah, you're right. And I can feel my muscles turning to stone again. We must hurry.
How do I get inside the mountain?
I'll pull the stairs down for you. Usually when Klacks comes and goes, he softens me up for a bit, just so I can raise and lower the stairs for him, and then he changes me back to solid rock again. Once you're inside, and if you manage to defeat the madman, and I don't see how you're going to do that, a young woman like yourself,
I'm pretty resourceful, and I'm not your run-of-the-mill teeny bopper either.
You're what? Anyways, if you defeat Klacks, you must find his study and break the crystal, the soul stone. That should break the spell and give us back our flesh and bone bodies.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, here goes. Watch your head, April.
A labyrinth, great. I so love these things.
Jump! Jump into the abyss!
Who is that? Wait, don't tell me. Evil wizard. They all sound like Richard III on crack.
Bah!
He's got his hand out like he's begging. That gargoyle's holding a large hourglass. I guess he's not around. I should try again later. It's a rolled up parchment. Who's knocking? That door's got an hourglass sticking out of it. Ouch! God, this is just a painting of a staircase. Not fair. Now I understand how Wile E. Coyote felt. That damn bird.
Balance be cast.
How the heck did I end up here? I didn't walk. Oh, forget it. Magic. Again.
You lose, you die.
He's got his hand out like he's begging.
Curses!
His hand's on fire. Can't. The door's been blocked. Lorhan must have turned back into solid rock.
Oh.
I look like a serving maid. I look like a serving maid.
Balance be cursed!
That's one stony face. Salt. Pepper.
Hell's bells!
Say whatever you want about Roper Klacks, he certainly knows how to keep a big fire. Oh, wait. Are those human bones down there?
Finally! I was beginning to think you would never make it through my labyrinth. Welcome to my humble home. Do you like it? I had it built according to my own specifications by the most skilled architects of Arcadia. They have since become a permanent and quite attractive fixture of their own building, of course. Oh, but I forget my manners. I am, as I am sure you already know, Roper Klacks. And you would be?
April Ryan, pleased to meet you, sir.
Oh. But the kitten has manners. How precious. How very precious. I am tempted to not turn you into stone. You would make a spirited wife and mother to my demonic children. But no. It will be more fun to destroy you.
Why did you trap the wind?
Why does the wolf eat the sheep?
I don't think you answered my question.
Because I can, little girl, because I can. And because of who I am. Because I am hungry, and because the time is right.
I think you did it because you're insecure and you have to show off your petty magic to the world.
Shut your pretty little mouth! I will devour you! I will... But we must not lose our self-control, must we? No, we must not.
Why did you turn those people into stone?
Questions, questions, questions! I do not need to explain myself to you, little bastard child. Do you know who your parents are? No, of course not. Too stupid!
What? What do you know about my parents?
Suffer the little children. Oh, how I love that phrase. It is my life's philosophy. I like suffering, especially the suffering of innocent children. Their screams are so pretty, their tears so salty.
You're a real shit, Klacks.
I know you are, but what am I? Ha 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 ha!
Prepare to be defeated.
Prepare to be defeated. Pah! Clichés! Is that the best you can do?
Watch me.
Yes. And you plan to do what? Witness the men who came before you with their weapons and their magic. Look what happened to them. Turned to stone. Each and every one of them for all eternity. I even own their souls now. And they will feed me and keep me strong for as long as I need them.
How original. Been reading a lot of fairy tales lately, have we?
Oh, how precious. See? I could scour your flesh off your bones in a second, little girl. Now, do you think you could defeat me?
Yeah, well, I can pull a rabbit out of a hat.
I can pull a hat out of a rabbit. What's your point?
Whoa, I've never seen that before.
It is not a pretty sight, and I love it.
How did you do that?
Alchemy, little girl, the most powerful magic. It was a spell of my own creation. I knocked it together only last night.
How about a proper challenge?
A proper... What do you mean by a proper challenge?
I can't defeat you with magic. I'm not a wizard.
Wizards? Frauds, the lot of them. The only real magic is the magic of alchemy. But of course, you cannot defeat me with magic. That is why I will win.
What's so great about beating me with magic? That's not a challenge. That's a walkover. If we even the odds out a bit, You'll have more fun and satisfaction from turning me into stone later.
You are trying to trick me, I know that. But you intrigue me, little girl. Go on, then. Issue a challenge worthy of my powers.
It's a calculator. I look like a serving maid.
No, no, you stay down there, little girl, or you will burn.
I challenge you to guess my weight.
118 pounds.
Damn! Give me a moment, and I'll think of a better challenge.
A moment is all you get, little girl.
Give me a moment, and I'll think of a better challenge.
A moment is all you get, little girl.
It's a calculator. I challenge you to a contest of simple arithmetic, using only this petty little device against your supreme intellectual powers.
Give me your best shot, but after this, I will take your soul and trap you in stone for all eternity.
Sounds good to me. Okay, here's one. 49 times 11.
49 times 11 what?
Numbers. Okay, think of apples and oranges. 49 apples times 11 oranges.
49 times 11. Let's see. Carry the 1 over, divide by 3. What to do with that file? Oh, forget that one. So that leaves us with 9! Aha!
Wrong. It's 539. That was an easy one, Klacks. Is that the best you can do?
2 out of 3.
I'll give you an even easier one this time. 603 divided by 3.
Ooh, you underestimate my powers, little girl. 5,867.2.3. Aha!
Way off, buddy. It's 201. Sorry, you lose.
Give me that thing. Ooh, this is intriguing. This really is. What does this do? Oh, my.
And I always thought math was such a waste of time. It's a crystal ball with tiny specks of light, flitting back and forth inside. This must be where Klacks has trapped the souls of all those unfortunate people. This page has been torn out, leaving only part of it readable. If he bothered to tear it out, it must be important. It's a spell. Clouds and spider's webs, plus, magic finger? If alchemy is anything like chemistry, that last one is probably some kind of catalyst or something. Clouds and spiderweb plus catalyst makes invisible? Clouds and spiders' webs with catalyst makes invisibility spell. Clouds and spiders' webs with catalyst makes invisibility spell. Only part of this page is readable. It's a big old skull with a weird blue light inside. It's a bottle containing a blue liquid. It's a bottle containing a red liquid. I can't reach that high. These curtains haven't been washed in years. Typical. Evil alchemists spend too much time mixing potions and coming up with megalomaniacal schemes, and not enough time doing basic household chores. There's something behind the curtain. Clever fellow, that Roper Klacks. Who'd think to look there?
What's going on? Nice digs you found here, though I'd cut down on the mad alchemist decor just a little. It's just not you.
I don't plan on sticking around, Crow.
Heck, why not? You'll be mobile. Home security is not an issue, and you can strike fear into the hearts of men.
When you put it like that, no.
Hey, up to you. So, why'd you call me?
What's going on out there?
What's going on is that we're currently cruising at an altitude of, very high.
And where are we heading?
We're very slowly going nowhere except up. There's no wind, remember? It'll start getting chilly and hard to breathe in a few hours, however. That won't be very pleasant.
I could use some help.
I'll try my best. Just let me know what you want me to do.
Think you can get that red flask for me, Crow?
Unless you want me to knock it down for you? No way. It's too large and unhandy for my claws.
It's a leaf of organic plastic. feels cool to the touch, like ice. It smells hard to define. Sharp, decisive, earthy. I can hear a distant tingling sound like crystal bells. It feels cool to the touch, like ice. It smells hard to define. Sharp, decisive, earthy. It's a tap used for emptying the contents of the pot into a container.